back to Around Town with Phil and Rachel. This is Rachel Forrester, my co-host. I'm Phil Steinle, Motor Cars. And with us this evening we have Susan Casey, the manager at H&R Block here in Sandusky on Route 250. Welcome, Susan.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for inviting me today. This is a pleasure.
It's our pleasure as well. How many different locations does H&R Block have in Sandusky?
In Sandusky, we have 3 locations. We have one on Milan Road, the premium office. We have one at Sears, and then we have one on Cleveland Road at Cleveland Road Plaza.
Okay.
How important to the firm is hiring specialists other than just general accountants?
It's extremely important because what happens, it's the training that the IRS is mandating, especially the new regulations that are coming down the pike, are extremely important in where licensing is being handled through the IRS. They want to make sure that they're qualified individuals doing taxes more so than those that are just feeling comfortable and taking a look at it. With H&R Block, tax is our focus. It's not all we do, but it is our major focus. So we do a tremendous amount of training. We do, at my particular office, the one on Milan Road here, we have 6 tax preparers, and between us we have 108 years of experience. And of that group, we have 1 CPA, 3 enrolled agents, and those that do not understand what an enrolled agent is, an enrolled agent is an individual who has gone through an extensive training program and is actually licensed by the IRS to conduct audits, to be your participant in an audit.
So he would go right with you?
Could take your place, sign the power of attorney, and you don't even have to take off work.
Wow.
So we do offer the audit assistance not just to our clients, but to anyone that needs help with any taxing authority.
Well, today is the 12th and my taxes aren't done. So what happens
Welcome
to
to
guys
my
like
world.
me? Yeah.
Well, we have a number of things we can do. We can rush in, we can file an extension, we can work with you in whatever aspect you need, and we can work with drop-offs where you bring your tax information to us. We work closely with a tax preparer. You may sit down and have, depending on how comfortable and how knowledgeable long-term you are with your tax professional, we'll have an interview, we'll do the taxes, come back, and then finalize it. We can file an extension. Now, an extension does not eliminate, if you're trying to file an extension to eliminate paying your tax debt earlier, the IRS doesn't go for that, unfortunately. An extension is primarily for those that need more time to, in a business situation, to document, get more documentation, possibly finalize a year, close out a year end, something of that nature. But for an individual, if you feel that there are going to be taxes owed, then an extension kind of helps you with your penalties and such, but it doesn't alleviate them.
So H&R Block does do corporate taxes as well?
We do corporates, LLCs, individuals, and we can do amendments and file second looks, check your returns out. Maybe you had a return 3 or 4 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, that you weren't sure if you got all the, you felt you paid a little much,
right,
more than you normally would do. We can go back and do what we refer to as a second look. Check the return. If it matches and everything is fine and dandy for a small fee, we guarantee, our peace of mind guarantee goes along with that return. If it's wrong and we get you more money, or we find that there's something the other way, typically it's more money. You don't want to bring your taxes to me usually if you feel you owe more, unless you get a letter, and then I usually see you. But we can file an amendment for you.
Is it smart for a guy like myself with a couple different corporations and a personal return to do it all in one spot?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
Because we get to know you. We will, by the time you're through with having your taxes done with us and our tax professionals, we have done such a thorough interview that we know you better than a lot of times your family does. We know the financial ins and outs. We give you ideas on what to look for, how to plan, not just what we're doing today, but planning for the future so that you're taking control. We want people that leave our desks to be as knowledgeable about their tax opportunities and responsibilities as humanly possible.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, during this busy season, do you guys hire on extra temporary help or seasonal help?
We're basically a seasonal business. So most of our tax preparers, I would say a large portion of them, have a second job. This is a second job, actually. Yeah, it's my job. It's a second job. But we have tax training. We have where we teach tax for beginners, and usually where we do a very good job of training. They pass the test, we hire them on. Occasionally, we also have what we refer to as CSPs, client service professionals, who organize the office and help us work tightly with the tax professionals and with the office managers, office leaders, whatever, and to make sure that everything runs smoothly, to work with the clients, give them client service, help them with areas that are not tax question related, but there's a lot there for them.
At Phil Steinle Motor Cars, we always like to have the taxes done and then us to receive the check in forms of a down payment of a car.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work with H&R Block?
We would be happy to help you and work with you. Now, we would have to work out an arrangement with the taxpayer. We're not going to divulge their information to you,
Right.
but as long as there's the agreement between the two of you, we'll be happy to do that.
And you do that for other businesses? I mean,
We have not. We do on occasion in other areas. We have not in the Sandusky area, so we're excited to try something of that nature with you.
okay.
Absolutely.
What kind of different consulting services do you offer? You had mentioned that it just wasn't taxes.
Well, we do the audit assistance is huge with us. We're in the process of developing programs for business support, possibly payroll, that type of thing, where we can help the small businesses with a little more of the items that they need in their financial agenda.
More of a consulting kind of thing.
Correct. That's the direction we're hoping to go to, and we're building towards that direction. And we're actually going to be doing tax talks, sort of a stump the tax professional this summer. We're hoping to have the first one in June, where we'll have a Sunday afternoon and just have a bit of an open house and invite anyone in with any kind of tax questions and come in and try and stump our tax professionals. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We have a lot of expertise in our area and in our office. We have people that do a tremendous volume of rental properties and also small businesses and trusts, that type of thing, plus individuals.
You pretty much cover the gamut.
We try.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I have one other question. If the guy had like an emergency, today you get your audit letter, how quick, if he was a client, would you respond to that?
Well, whether he was a client or not, we would respond as quick as possible. All he's got to do, that individual has to call our office, make an appointment, or just come in. If it's after the next Wednesday, they just call, leave a message. If we don't happen to be in the office every day of the week, leave us a message. We will return the call within 24 hours, at least one business day, if not sooner. And we will make an arrangement to have you come in. I've had people come in with their letters unopened in their hands. What is this?
Oh, yeah.
Help me, please.
Yeah, I'm afraid to open it.
So, yeah, and that's what, we try to relieve that stress.
Sure.
And-
That's it.
And any parting words?
Well, we would love to see more people from Sandusky area or Milan, the whole Erie County, Ottawa County, Huron County, come and visit. We'd love to see you. Thanks.
We'll see you next time on Around Town with Phil and Rachel.